What up, YouTube? It's your boys, Detroit Love, PDubs, MichaelB The Game Genie, and Restalgia with another super episode of the Super Game Room Dudes. Let's get it started.
Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of the Super Game Room Dudes, your Friday Funhouse. I'm your host, Patrick, aka PDubs. With me as always, my co-host, MichaelB The Game Genie, Detroit Love. Restalgia will be here. He's just running a little late. He'll be here hopefully soon. How are you guys doing today? Mike, Carl, how are you?
Doing fantastic. You know how to do it, baby.
I'm pretty good, man.
Nothing wrong with being pretty and good. I'll tell you what.
Mike, you saw Ghostbusters today. I haven't had a chance to see it. Was it worth it? Did you like it? Anyone see Ghostbusters? Let us know.
Yeah, it was excellent. I love the movie. I took my daughter. She's a big Ghostbusters fan. And it was everything I was concerned it was going to be, but yet at the same time in such a good way. Like, it was such a good story. And they did a lot of things that were retreading the original, but at the same time in a new way. And it all felt really special. And this big burly man cried at the end, and I have no problem admitting that. So good job. Ghostbusters was a hell of a movie.
You cried?
I cried. Yeah.
Aw. All right. Anyone in the live chat, did you guys see it? I'm not seeing anyone saying they saw it.
I did see a comment in there earlier. Someone said it was impressive.
So I'm behind. I need to go see Eternals for Marvel. That way I'm current on Marvel. So, and then I need to see Ghostbusters. I might try and do both movies this weekend. We'll see. Like, you know what I mean? Pay for Eternals, sneak into Ghostbusters. You guys know that old chestnut, right? Yeah. On my way out.
Haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, It's been a while.
Yeah, so we'll be checking that all out. So, guys, as always, thanks for tuning into the show. We got a lot of stuff to talk about for all these companies. Plus, we want your real-world opinions and feedback. So let's get fired up here. Let's get fired up. So first thing I want to do is I want to talk about a little bit of something about AtGames. But wait a minute. Hold on. Something's brewing. Something's brewing. What is it? What could it possibly be? Uh-oh, look who's here.
Oh, let me draw some hair on my arms really fast in case you need to, or maybe I would need to wear a stupid Superman hat. Is that what I need to do?
Stupid Superman hat.
Stupid Superman hat. That's what it is. What's going on, dudes?
What's up, guys? Say hi to Kong. Kong's R Us. B Kong is here. Welcome to the show, my friend. Thanks for joining in. We definitely want to talk with you about your experiences with that Killer Instinct cabinet. But before we do that, we're going to get through some AtGames stuff. Go ahead, buddy. Mike.
B, this is not a pleasant view for me. Can you go lie in your bed and take off your glasses? Just talk to us from the pillow, please.
What the F are you guys trying to do? Some chat at 7 a.m. Pacific. It's that's the great thing about our worldly retro world is that we have people across the country. But I got this random chat call and I was like, hello?
Oh, yeah. Like, honestly, if I was your manager, I'd be planning a show right now called Pillow Talk with B.
That's so funny. If Mrs. Kong's R Us, who by the way may make a surprise appearance, because anytime I come on these shows, it's quite possible because I always tell her.
Well, we love her.
But she would have been really pissed if she was in bed next to me if that happened. So Pillow Talk, that could be a good Monday show for you. Absolutely.
Yeah, if you guys, maybe we need to give them a little bit more context here. So we have a Facebook group chat where a lot of us talk, hang out, bounce some ideas off each other for videos and technology and better ways to be better YouTubers. It's a great way for us to collaborate and help each other out. So we did a Facebook Messenger phone call, and what time was it? Your time, 6 a.m.
It was like my phone started ringing at 6:50 a.m. my time.
And B was in bed.
But I thought it was I thought it was a real butt dial.
But guys, this is a true story. B Kong wears DuckTales pajamas, and we saw him. We saw him on the call. B was in bed. So
that is true.
Pillow Talk would be.
Well, the sales of those pajamas are going to go up if that's what got the Mrs. Kong R Us.
That's what I was just thinking too.
Love it.
All right, guys, while we're waiting for Restalgia to get here, let's go ahead and get fired up. Let's start talking about some AtGames stuff. AtGames, we got a little bit to chat about here about AtGames. Let's find out if they're doing the ultimate updates. Everyone, earmuffs. This is going to be loud. Man, I really need to adjust the volume on those. I'll get to it eventually, so we'll get to it. All right, guys. So if you guys don't know, let's get this up on screen. So AtGames, as you guys know, they're trying to enter the commercial market with their virtual pinball machines. They're trying to get these pinball machines inside your local arcades, barcades, pizzerias, who knows, right? So they're coming out with the Operators Edition, which is pretty much the same unit, although it'll be a redemption machine with commercial licenses. So if you own a commercial business, you'll be able to, take funds in to have your customers play these games. And they were at the, oh geez, Mike, do you guys remember what's called? The IAAPA. It's like the commercial entity version of the CES conference.
Yeah.
And so they were there, and it looks like they had a good showing. So hats off to them. Kudos to them. It's always nice to try new things. Whether or not this is going to work out, we don't know. It's hard for us to comment on this topic because it's technically outside of our area because we're in-home arcade, and this is going to be inside a business arcade. But you'll notice in the background here, I'll go full screen for you guys. You'll notice that their booth was right next to Stern. So you got some Stern Godzilla machines in the background here that people were showing off. And I'm pretty confident that the Stern folks and the AtGames folks got to have plenty of conversations back and forth because they were side by side. So will anything come of that? We don't know, but they say, hey, man, anything is possible. I mean, a year ago, we never expected AtGames to work with Magic Pixel when they're already working with Farsight Studios. So you never know, man. Wouldn't it be nice to see some Stern games? Go ahead.
Yeah, can you go forward a couple pictures here? Because there's a couple of them. So there's their booth that, when we saw the Operators Edition, I was hoping they'd be a new body, but it looks like the regular Legends pinball machine. But there's like two more photos ahead. There's something that's super interesting. Keep going. One more.
Was it that lady's bum? Go back for B. You want to see that lady's bum?
Yes, dude. Where's the eggplant when you need? One more forward. That's the one. Wait, is it? Can you scroll down? Go down.
What are you looking for?
Yeah, click on that picture, make it go full screen if you can, or like go down on your tab. Just go down your Facebook because it's I think it's a vertical picture. Is that the one, Michael? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I do know what he's talking about. Focus in mainly on the screen right there because.
Are you talking about Bobble?
No.
No, but in all honesty, guys, here is Bobble. As you guys know, this is one of the games that's going to be released on Thanksgiving with the Taito Pack 3, and it looks like folks at this conference were able to play Bobble. And you'll notice here, it looks like we got 1, 2, maybe 3 ramps. Looks to be more, and it's also got the DMD, so it's more of the remake style. So it's not an EM game like some of the other ones.
Wonder if it'll be anything like Operation Wolf and Space Invaders.
I think it might be. Because when I look at let's get this off full screen. So let's put us down here at the bottom. So when I think about this is what I'm assuming happened, guys. I'm assuming AtGames goes to Magic Pixel and they say, hey, we'd like you to create some games for us, right? And they're like, okay, what kind of games do you want? And how much money are you willing to spend, right? And if AtGames gave them a budget, they probably said, well, for that kind of budget, you'll get like, I don't know, maybe you'll get like 3 EM style games and 1 specialty table. Because you'll notice that's what we got for the 2 packs, right? And you'll notice that on those first 2 packs, the specialty table was a campaign table. So I wouldn't be surprised if on the next Taito title bundle, one of the games happens to be another campaign style table, right? And then we get 3 EM style because it just follows the formula of the first 2 packs. But the good news is we got a nice little glimpse here of Bobble. So that's nice to see. Mike, what else?
Are you sure it's not the bubble bottom on the right hand side right there?
The bubble bottom. Just go over for B there. He wants to see that girl's bum.
No.
Go back down on the table and actually look.
It's the next picture. One more picture over. I just double checked.
It was this picture, but you can do this one too.
That one.
What, this one?
No.
What about this one?
Go back. Click back.
That's the end.
One more. That one.
Yes,
all right, now get rid of us. Move us to the side
so
you can see.
Side.
All right, hang on a minute. Hang on. All right, what is it you want to see?
you can't see my finger, but look exactly on the very first guy, the guy with the striped shirt that's very engrossed in the table. Or you can look at this guy here. Take a look at the actual pinball body right now with the screen on the body. And you will notice that looks like a game selection screen, but not something we've seen before.
On this guy?
Yeah,
No,
I don't
down.
think it's not this picture. It's the
Go
next
down.
one.
Oh,
Just
wait.
scroll. You gotta scroll down.
Scroll
There's
down on the picture, please.
On the picture.
All right.
Yeah,
You
there's
can't. That's as big as the picture is.
essentially there's a picture of somebody running pinup popper. Go ahead, Michael.
You guys can do it, and then you share your screen because
This is the
Yeah,
one.
let's have some fun.
This is the picture. Hang on, I found it. I found it. You guys ready?
Yes.
All right, it's the same guy, but now we're in horizontal mode.
Yes. There you go.
Yes.
Yes,
Look
there's
at
the
that.
sort of like
All right.
a pinup popper type of.
Yeah, so let's go down. Take a look, guys. It looks like we are going to get a new user interface. Take a look here. Now, hopefully this isn't just for the commercial V-Pins. Hopefully they'll roll this out for the in-home users as well, but take a look at that. What do you think about that, B?
Yeah, so that was my first question immediately when I saw it, and there was a lot of folks that chimed in on the official pinball group and asking like, "What is this? This looks very much like an older version of Popper, by the way, since it's an Arch. It's not the latest like baller installer version of Pinup Popper." But this being an operator edition, this is that I was double checking. I was like, did they update easy mode? Did they make this look like something else? This is not something we've ever seen on an actual Legends interface device. It absolutely looks like Popper. And I don't know if they just said, hey, here's an OTG machine just so you can see what else you could do. But I don't know if they did this with their regular UI and made this version of it, I would be excited. This is way better than easy mode, but I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
we'll
what
see.
it looks like to me.
Maybe this is the new easy mode coming soon.
Easiest mode.
Oh yeah, so you can choose between standard, easy, or easiest. But yeah, let's see here. Right here, it says Gottlieb and the name of the game. You can kind of read that while it's cycling.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. So hey,
that was the most exciting thing I saw when I saw those pictures. Honestly, was just if they were going to go into the commercial environment, to have somebody pay money to go through that interface would be painful.
Yeah.
There's a secret game you get extra tickets for. If you're the lucky person that puts in your quarter or your redemption token and it's time to update the machine, you get double tickets.
That's it.
And they have to figure it out how to use Flash Game X.
Yeah. Flash Drive X.
And look at this lady right here. This woman's like 95 years old, rocking Godzilla. Rocking Godzilla. Look at her. She's killing it.
Did you get to play it? Have you played it? Godzilla at all?
I played Godzilla at the Pinball Hall of Fame just yesterday with the Rexer show.
It's good.
Yeah, I really liked Godzilla. And I really liked playing the Mandalorian. The Mandalorian was pretty awesome as well. All right, hang on, I gotta zoom.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm with you, B. I definitely wish they would do a new cabinet for this commercial and then migrate it into the home to get the shape right. I mean, I appreciate the size, all that, but I really hope they would get the size right of the cabinet, that front panel. As you saw,
I just imagine,
on that one, I mean, that's the shape it's supposed to be, and they were sitting next to them for the show all weekend or this week here. So hopefully they learned something there to know how an actual pinball machine should be shaped.
Look at the Brew Crew. She was at the premiere of the original OG Godzilla.
That's funny.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. All right, guys, let's switch over here because minus that, what else is going on with AtGames? Am I missing anything? Is the winter sale still going on?
I think
Does
so.
anyone know? Yeah, so make sure you guys go to atgames.net, atgames.us, check out their store, pick up your winter deals while you can. What else is going on with AtGames? I think the firmware update last week may have broken some people's OTG. I've been traveling, so I haven't tried OTG on my pinball since about a week or two ago, so I haven't been able to test it myself. But if they did break it, AtGames, please fix it.
Stop breaking stuff with updates.
Yes,
please.
Please.
Did they do updates this week?
I don't know. I haven't. I haven't even turned on my pinball machine. It's still dark back there, so I haven't updated yet.
Yeah, looks like there was a firmware update today that came out.
Oh, there is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my pinball has had great success in being updated. My Legends Ultimate, unfortunately, is stuck at an old version. I have a file size issue, so I just hadn't had time to contact support.
Yes, they fixed it this week. Okay, guys, never mind. Don't worry about it. Just go ahead and update to the next firmware. Everyone in the live chat is saying they fixed it. Okay, good. I just saw the Facebook post and people, man, when their OTG mode doesn't work, man, people are ready to jump out the window. And I'm like, you still got 149 games to play until you get to that, until you can. But you can never have enough pinball, right?
Yeah. I wait for a new feature that I
man.
really like easy mode, to do the update.
Yeah.
Like if it's just like a small, some sort of quality of life, I'm waiting for like that next thing in order to do it.
Yeah.
Like the next time I'll update is when I need to download Taito. The next Taito pack will probably be the reason for me to update when that comes out. Is that coming out soon? So we saw Bobble, right? The timeline is supposed to be Thanksgiving-ish.
Thanksgiving. So by what day is Thanksgiving? Next week. So hopefully either
25th.
so hopefully either this week or next week we'll get some updates, maybe some previews of the new games in that Taito Pinball pack. So I'm looking forward to that.
What is this?
Uh-oh.
What is this?
Uh-oh.
Are you live streaming during dinner?
I am. And are you drinking already with lipstick and eyebrows did?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't act like you didn't want to hang out with us for a little bit. Come on.
Yeah.
She loves it. She loves
Everyone.
I brought my own beer.
There she is. Everyone say hi to the
I like how
legend.
you're trying to stick something in me.
Mhm.
The legend, the icon, the queen of retro gaming, Mrs. Kongs R Us. Everyone, welcome her to the show. How are you?
I'm doing well. How's your Friday going? Michael B, what's wrong? Are you crying?
The first thing you said was, "I think you're trying to stick something in me."
No, I said I like how you're trying to stick something into me because I like
It was
it.
literally the first thing you said.
No, I said hi.
She knows what she's saying.
That's true.
What?
You know
I
what?
said hi first.
We missed you the other day. We called while B was in bed. It was very cute. And B said, "You're lucky Miss Kong isn't here." Miss Kong's is us, sorry.
I was going to say my
remember.
mother-in-law.
No.
I actually do need to call my mother-in-law.
I don't think I've ever seen you wear your glasses before. This is a first for me, I think.
I told her
Is
to
it-
put them on because I thought it would give her more of like a business type of look. She's like, "No, I gotta like wear my costume." I'm like, "No, show them what you look like during a regular day at work." And this is what she looks like.
Yeah, it's actually a blue light glasses because we're all online too much. But
Oh yeah. Yeah, mine do the same thing. I can't even wear mine when I'm live streaming anymore because all the lights reflect off of them.
the glare. It's so
Yeah.
distracting.
And
But I do
looks-
that.
it looks-
I put it
yeah.
on and people are like, oh, Caroline has something to say. And I was like, hi.
And Digipunk wants you to know you got a cute shirt on today.
Thank you.
And also they're asking, are you guys in any puzzle fighter tourney? Is there a puzzle fighter tourney going on?
There is. Put Your Fighters on the Glass is hosting a Big Blues puzzle fighter tournament with prize money
Put
tonight.
your fighters on the glass.
Put your quarters on the glass.
Put your
Is that-
quarters on the
Yeah.
glass.
Did I say that wrong? Sorry.
You said put your fighters on the glass.
The Rev 5, yeah. But money, he's doing money matches every week. Like people are donating prize money for him to do these tournaments. So that's pretty fun. If you didn't want to
That's
get your
awesome.
ass kicked in Street Fighter, like play some Puzzle Fighter. So it's happening at 7.
This is getting seedy. Money, I'm telling you, there's a cruel underworld in this big blue community.
You know,
I wonder if that was John's like, ooh.
Speaking of Big Blue, real quick, let me show you guys something. So just
Oh
today,
my god, a cat got in here.
Good.
A loose
so-
pussy.
whoa. So just today, I got my 99 lives. Let's go full screen here. All right, guys. So we got this is the 99 lives arcade control panel for the Big Blue. With some, oh yeah, we got the real sticks in here, baby. So 99
Oh my
lives
God.
arcade just sent this over. Whatchamacallit? So I gotta put this. I would love to put this in my Big Blue and demonstrate it for you, but my Big Blue is still broken. And I was told a PCB might ship this week, and guess what, guys? It has not shipped yet. My PCB has not shipped yet. But definitely, once I get that cabinet up and running, I mean, Mike, I think I'm at the point I'm just gonna have to return the cabinet and buy a new one. You know what I mean? Like now I got this
Hopefully
nice
not.
control panel for it. But yeah, there you guys go. So we'll give you our thoughts on this once we actually get our cabinet. I feel bad. I'm missing out on all these tournament speed on that cabinet. You know what I mean? Like I want to play that stuff.
Yeah, and it's I think they're going to be doing a Capcom Sports Club tourney soon. Like, can you imagine doing like tennis? Like, yeah, I heard you're really good at squash, so I can't wait to see
I'm
your tennis
great.
skills.
I am great at squash. Big
Mhm.
Blue is still out, and it's a shame. John D is here. Love the glasses, Mrs. Kongs R Us. We're going to talk about John D here in a minute because they actually, well, since we're on Arcade1Up, let's just stick with Arcade1Up. So, Michael B, why don't you give us the famous tagline? Here's what's up with Arcade1Up. You know you want to say it. This is your segment, baby. This is when you get all like, nipples start going like this. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
That's
I'm
my
sorry, what was that
secret
again?
PDubs. That's my secret PDubs. My nipples are always up. Anyways, here's what's up with Arcade1Up.
All right. So, Michael B, what's up with Arcade1Up? What are you excited about this week?
Killer Instinct FOMO through the goddamn roof, man. Like, I'm telling you right now, that Killer Instinct cab is coming hot and heavy. There's new images coming out. John D is teasing us all by posting these videos. Like, I talked about it last week, the one with just the intro, like, just gets you so fired up, you want to punch a wall. This week, a picture came out that the GameStop community manager actually received a pre-production unit, and you can see a quick image of the box. I hope that I'm not in trouble, but he shared it on Twitter as well. I reached out to John D and I said, are these shipping early? He goes, no, it's pre-production. He also mentioned that 2 other people are getting one, Twisted Chris, which we all knew Twisted Chris was going to get one, and Maximilian Dude. So there are currently 3 Killer Instinct pre-production units out in the wild. Hopefully we'll get to see some content very soon because I know we're all super excited to see this. 4 units.
In John D's office.
That's right. John D has one as well.
That's right.
All right, we're going to come back to Killer Instinct. I just want to point out something because I know we're going to get sidetracked. I'm totally going to forget this. Arcade1Up did something. This is what we've been waiting for. And I'll tell you why, how the little things matter. They matter to me as a consumer. I always highlight the little things. But for instance, guys, Miss Pac-Man Galaga Class of 81 cabinet. What happened this week, guys? What did they do?
Fast Galaga, baby.
Yep. They added Fast Fire Galaga option via firmware update. And you say, well, why is that a big deal? Well, we'll tell you why it's a big deal. This is what we've been talking about Arcade1Up. You know, we're playing retro games in a modern era. Every cabinet should have Wi-Fi. They should always be doing stuff like this to make your cabinets awesome. Make you, even if like, hey, I need to blow the dust off my cabinet and I haven't played it in a while, but guess what? Arcade1Up sent out something new to that cabinet, which makes me want to go back and play it again, right? And, this is something that's really cool in my opinion. My hats go off to Arcade1Up for pushing this out, and they pushed it out pretty quickly. I mean, we didn't have to wait 6 months like the pinball updates. You know what I mean, Mike? Like I think this was a big win from Arcade1Up. This is what the Wi-Fi and the patching is all about. Go ahead, buddy.
So I know sometimes I'll get accused of being a Arcade1Up defender, but I will say this. Chill. So I will say this. There's a big difference between the pinball updates and doing something like this. I mean, the cabinet's already Wi-Fi connected, so it's a simpler process. Plus, they don't have to work with this third-party company, which, well, they do have to work with their own developer, but they don't have to work with another company like Zen Pinball in order to get the updates done. So it's a lot smoother process. So it's a simple fix, one that needed to happen, and kudos to them doing it, but no need to keep dragging the pinball stuff through the mud. It's a different process.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And hopefully when they release that Hulk pinball machine, that'll have Wi-Fi as well. Ain't that right? Because we all think it's going to be Hulk. Now, John D says they are going to patch Simpsons, X-Men, and
Tits.
Yes, tits.
Wait, what is that?
Did I read that right? What did he just write? They'll patch Simpsons, X-Men, and Carl, what is that last word?
It's an upgrade on the tits, baby. Upgrade.
Did he mean?
Look,
Turtles in Time.
Oh, I figured it had to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, Turtles in Time.
I'm sticking
Well
with mine.
played. Well played, whoever came up with that name.
Oh, John D. He knew what he was saying.
Well,
he knew what he was doing.
John D saying Turtles in Times, like Morris Day and them mother effing times.
Yeah. Look, it's an upgrade either way.
But I like BA comment, parentheses, period, parentheses, period.
That's
Y'all read it that way, right?
Bob's.
That's pretty funny.
And
Hey,
someone made a comment about who cares about the Fast Galaga. Well, you should
I
care.
care.
People who care about
I
Fast
care.
Galaga.
I care
Well,
about
and
Fast
it's
Galaga.
not just Fast Galaga, because Fast Galaga is a great upgrade, but they're honing and they're using the process. They're getting that in motion. So that means better upgrades for other cabinets. So if you can't be mad about one upgrade or say I don't care about upgrade, because all the upgrades matter, and it matters that they're making upgrades. So that's the perfect thing.
Exactly, Carl. That's how I prefaced it before we even mentioned it, is that it's the little things. This is a little thing that actually, in my opinion, is a big thing, because it's the little things that matter. Future updates on cabinets, adding more dip switch settings. Hell, maybe they'll give us more games. You never know, right? Like, let's figure this out. Go ahead, buddy.
So one of my least favorite comments on YouTube is if someone makes a video, say Carl makes a video and talks about Fast Galaga option is now out, and then someone comments, who the hell cares about Fast Galaga? Everybody else who watched the video and commented, this is cool. Shut up.
Right.
There you go. There you go. All right.
Are you
So
defending your YouTube-ness? That there shouldn't be criticism? No, I was kidding. That's funny.
It's just such a weird comment to make. Who cares about this? All the other people who are commenting saying, I like it.
They care.
All right, guys.
Well,
Here's
you just say thank you for watching and commenting.
There you go. All right, guys, here's your Killer Instinct and Big Blue side by side. Take a look at that. So if I'm correct, Mike does. And by the way, Restalgia's here. Everyone say hi to the furry fur man. Restalgia has made it to the show. What's up?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Just
I wish we could.
You got your fifth. I'm gonna go drink some more. I mean, what? I'm gonna go check on the children.
All right. You're awesome. Thanks so much, Mrs. Cogsara. So here's your side-by-side Killer Instinct and Big Blue. And Carl, what's your initial reaction seeing Killer Instinct side by side here? What are you thinking? How does that look?
It looks hot.
Hot.
Coin door looks real from here. You know what I mean? It's got the look. It's got the look. That's what you want in your home arcade right there. That look, just right there.
All right, real quick, guys. Akuma Rev 5, PDubs. Which one of those $5 super chat? Busted ass boxes behind you will go when you get Big Blue and Killer Instinct or Class Late 81. I vote that far left side one. Are you talking about the? Are you talking about my far left side? So my right is your left. Are you talking about the MVSX? I love that cabinet. Well, actually, in all honesty, Rev 5, when my Big Blue was working, I was going to film the review video in the loft because the loft is prettier for reviews. And I was actually going to put my Big Blue right here because I like keeping all the online cabinets in my office here because I have all the Ethernet and stuff here. Yeah, I was going to put the red cabinet out in my loft and I was going to put Big Blue there. But I don't have a working Big Blue. John D. So, all right, but there you go. Enough of that. But
Hashtag soon.
Hashtag soon. MichaelB The Game Genie, what are you thinking here?
I know Zohar is really excited because one of the things he really likes is the height of the iArcade control panel. So that looks to be about that high as well. So Zohar, that one was for you, I think. They designed this to make it as much like the iArcade as possible just for you, buddy.
There you guys go. And Kongs Are Us. Now, you didn't actually play on the cabinet, right? You played on what was it?
It was like a dev kit version that John was saying. So it was just the PCB with the control panel, and that looks gorgeous now that I see it all put together. Honestly, it looks you know, when you see the real version versus the render, just something about it with the lit control panel, you can envision it in your room. So when I saw that picture from John D, it got me more excited about having a cab, which checks all my boxes for being online, having a fighting community behind it. It's gonna be one of the cabs I'm getting. So I'm glad she's not here anymore.
So is it okay with you if we kind of roll your video here in the background here, and you can kind of walk us through it?
Sure. So yeah, I did a live stream yesterday where I had Killer Arcade games as well as Rev 5, but I also posted today a follow-up video of 39 minutes of my exact raw footage of the gameplay that I did. So that's a dev kit. Again, it's running on the Marvel screen there, but it goes to the menu selection screen. Just you can see that there's the two KI games, Battletoads, which is online. And I don't have an NBA Jam, so I didn't realize that the interface is very much NBA Jam-ish, right? Like for folks that are joining an NBA Jam lobby, it looks pretty much that way. So I only had the Big Blue and Marvel, so I only knew that lobby system. So it's the NBA Jam lobby system. In fact, the control panel, the on and off switch, is also the same as NBA Jam, where it doesn't like completely shut off. So unfortunately for those that like the Alexa thing, it's going to do the same thing that NBA Jam does. Go ahead, Mike.
X-Men is the same way too, and I was so excited. I was so excited because I sold my NBA Jam, and I was like, no more of those stupid like soft turn-on cabs. And then I got X-Men, and I was like, son of a.
I don't know what the reasoning for that is. Maybe it's programming that particular version of the cab has to do.
I don't know the exact reason, but I remember John, he was on the 1UP Weekly, and he talked about that with the NBA Jam cab, and he said that it was something to protect the way the hardware is done because it was a little rough to do just the abrupt on and off. It needed to power off slowly. I can't remember exactly, but that was something he said for NBA Jam back in the day.
It allows for a shutdown script.
Yeah.
Yep. And guys, just so you know, the background footage we're playing, we're streaming a previously recorded video. So if you see any kind of lag or delays, it's because that's what we're doing. So but from what I'm hearing, the games themselves are running excellent. Is that correct?
From my experience, and again, I remember playing a lot more in the SNES than the arcade, but even then, this is such an experiential game. When I was playing it, I was hitting my combos. I wasn't the best Orchid player, but I was actually performing 20-hit combos and using the control panel to hit all the buttons. And this is one of those games where when you do a move and get into a combo sequence, like one move will do like 3 hits, so you don't have to like hit the button 20 times. You just need to do the move a couple times. And so I feel like the buttons aren't as bad in this case scenario because I was able to pull off these moves with the buttons. A game like Marvel vs. Capcom, where you need to hit every button precisely to keep a combo going, that's where your buttons matter. So even though these are the exact same Arcade1Up buttons, they work for this game. So I was really happy with the gameplay and pretty excited. And Kag even said the same thing. He didn't notice too much of a lag on the gameplay itself.
Jeff Walsh gave us a $5 super chat asking about the 1UP pinball switch control deck. Will it be worth it? He's talking about the thing from Intec game. Let's finish. Jeff, I appreciate the money, the super chat. Give us a couple of minutes. Let's finish talking about Killer Instinct, and then we'll hop over. We'll talk about that. I don't want us to get sidetracked here. But yeah, we'll get to that, my friend. So yeah, overall, I'm kind of impressed with what I'm seeing on these demo videos that you've done and feedback. And I can't wait. I can't wait. I think this is going to be a fun cabinet. I think I'm going to get this one. I haven't pre-ordered it yet, but I think I'm going to do it. Looks like it's going to be a good time. Plus, with all the tournaments, put your quarters on the glass. I definitely want to participate in those.
And Battletoads, by the way, is such a fun arcade game. I didn't realize how fun of a beat 'em up that was. I had a really good time playing the Battletoads arcade game. It was really cool.
Yeah, if you've been following my channel, you guys know I love the Battletoads arcade games, so I'm excited to play this as well. Now, this should have online co-op play, right? Battletoads?
Correct. Yeah.
Oh, Michael B, come on, man, let's do it.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to pre-order it because then Restalgia wins, but I am going to get this cabinet because that's my out, because the deal was I couldn't pre-order it. The minute John D put that video up with the music playing, I knew I was done. I knew I was done for. So, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I said you were going to buy it.
No, it was some pre-orders. That's my out.
I'm going to have to look that up.
You lose.
Okay.
And B Kong, I noticed that they had a different Arcade1Up logo, and it said Arcade1Up Presents.
Yeah, instead of the Nintendo Presents, there was like 2 different things they changed. It was the Nintendo logo coming out of there, and they added the Tastemakers, obviously, in the beginning section. But so they kept everything else the same, and they just changed that portion of it. So the funny thing is, when I think it was me or you posted the video last week, Code Mystics themselves, their YouTube account was actually commenting about people that were noticing, I thought I saw a little bit of lag in this or such. So they're paying attention to comments and feedback, and the fact that there's 4 betas or prototypes, pre-production models out to do testing, it just makes me have so much confidence that the right people are coding this, and any issues we had with potential emulation not working should be squashed, because based on my experience, it was fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, we've had firsthand experience with Code Mystics, like back when we did our stream of NBA Jam, where they did that cabinet as well. They were very engaged with us, making sure that the experience was as good as possible. So, yeah, anytime you see Code Mystics involved, you know they're going to go out of their way to make sure this is going to work.
I'm noticing here, so right now we have the 16-bit Battletoads playing, and then right here is the 8-bit Battletoads. Like, I'll be honest, even if I had this cabinet, I'm probably not even going to play these that often.
Do the very last clip. I do a side-by-side of both of them, so you can see them.
Let's take a look here. Oh, well, I didn't want to spoil your entire video. Guys, make sure you guys go watch B Kong's video as well, but we'll play it right here. So here it is, side-by-side.
Same game, different graphics, but a fun bonus. I mean, 5 games just to have it added on there. What do you guys feel about the issue with some of the retailers, having that initial Double Dragon versus Battletoads thing? Like, did that bother you at all?
No, that doesn't bother me. I mean, like the thing about this is these lists go out super, super early. The one thing I would say, it would be great. I know Arcade1Up has a pretty, I don't know how big their department is inside, but I would imagine they have a communications department, and they just want to shore that up. They want to make sure that all retailers have the same information, the most updated information, and are really keeping track before putting ads out. I mean, here in Canada, we've seen it where there was only one Pac-Man cabinet that came to Canada, Miss Pac-Man. So we only got one set of 4 games list, one set of options, but some of the retailers all had different lists, and then we're sending out different cabinets. Bit of a nightmare. Just make sure you got your shit together and your communications are on lockdown before retailers are putting stuff out.
Oh man, stupid YouTube! You had to monetize your video, and it's a non-skippable ad. It's a non-skippable ad. What the heck, bro?
It's late. It's too late. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were going to be playing
this.
this.
Look, another one. Oh my god, guys, make sure you check out Groove Life. Groove Life's. Oh god, geez.
That's too funny. Sorry.
I should have logged into my YouTube.
Ooh, yeah, pause it right there. That's good. That'll work.
Paulo Abdul. Look.
There you go.
I didn't realize they cloned this off of Paula Abdul.
Yeah. I had a poster of her from my Nintendo Power, because she was on the cover of Nintendo Power when Killer Instinct Gold came out. Mm-hmm. Man, oh man, I tell you, like a virile 15-year-old teenager thought that was just the best.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get the cab so I can do a review and get an arcade costume for Miss Kong Zeros.
So, when I did a live stream of my X-Men Arcade1Up last night, and I apologize everybody because I was just having wicked computer issues, so it's like the worst live stream you've ever watched. Thank you so much to anybody who stuck with it. Cabinet's awesome. I apologize, my stream didn't do it justice, but when I was doing the thumbnail, Justin Console gets mentioned to be, he goes, yeah, why don't you do a clip out of Mrs. Kong? We'll throw that on there too. Maybe people will watch.
Yeah. We can answer this. This is a question for the panel. $5 super chat from Scarpad. We'll go around the horn here. Why are sports games completely ignored by Arcade1Up? Do they feel a football, hockey, soccer, baseball, golf game would not sell? Carl, what do you think? We'll just go clockwise.
Well, I'm a big fan of the sports games, but I don't have a whole lot of experience with the sports games on an arcade setting, so I can't speak to. I've never really played Blitz in those games. I did play NBA Jam, obviously I have that one, but I didn't play it a lot in the arcades. So I am a big fan of the sports. I used to love playing hockey. I used to play football, all these things on Genesis, and that's why I picked the Genesis over Nintendo. But on the arcade cabinet, I just don't. I'm not the man to say, hey, I got memories from those things.
And Digipunk says football's coming. Michael B, what do you know? Sports games coming?
Yeah, well, sports games are tough because a lot of the sports game people want are licensed. And there's such a nightmare with getting these licensing done. You have to get the leagues to agree. There's big money involved in that. Then you have to get the individual players, many of which are no longer in the players associations. So you got to get their individual rights. Like, it's just hard. Doing something like some of the Konami basketball games, maybe that's a little easier. Like, oh, geez, the ones that were on the NES that were in the arcade too, something like that, or Hit the Ice for hockey instead
Open
of doing
Ice.
instead of doing Open Ice, you could do Hit the Ice because you run away from those licensing problems. That's the kind of stuff you run into. So maybe you could see, geez, what's the NBA game that NBA Fast Break? No, that's not
Well,
it.
did they
The
do
running
NBA? Didn't they do
Running
NBA
gun,
Jam? They've done NBA Jam. They've done
Yeah.
golf. They have Capcom Sports on this big
Double
blue
dribble.
So
They have
they've
a
done
bowling
stuff,
game.
right? They
Simpsons
they-
bowling.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's kind of funny. Okay, so someone a couple minutes ago gave us a $5 super chat. Wanted to talk real quick about this control panel that Intec Gaming is releasing. Guys, do us a favor. A friend of the channel, Kit from down in Australia, goes by ToeJam. I don't know if you guys caught his video or not. I'm going to share just a little bit of it for you. Let's pull this up right here. So this, add to stream. So this is the Intec Gaming control panel that is supposed to be for your Arcade1Up pinball machines. Looks oddly familiar to like the AtGames control panel, as well, you know, similar panels that people put on their virtual pinball machines to play more than just pinball. Let's get this bumper ad off of here. So guys, make sure you check out this video. What do you guys think about having something like this on your Arcade1Ups? We definitely want to get your feedback. Let's start at the bottom, Restalgia, because you came in late. We want to hear some thoughts from you. What do you got, brother?
I don't have any context other than that doesn't make any sense with the baseline UI. So unless people are throwing a Raspberry Pi or a PC or something in there, I'm just confused. What's the reason that this would be beneficial for an Arcade1Up?
Switch. It goes with a Switch.
It's for your Nintendo
Oh,
Switch.
okay. My bad.
The panel will be plug and play with the Switch, so you'll no longer be using the Arcade1Up user interface or their games. You'll be playing the Switch version of the games, which, let's be honest, the Switch versions are way better than the Android.
Okay, so you're bypassing the 1UP board and you're going straight into a Switch. Okay, so then totally cool then. If that's what you want to do and you're somebody who wants to play your Switch in this form factor, then it's totally fine. Like the AtGames one for the ALP is a really good device. So long as the quality of this is good, then it makes sense if this is something that you're into.
Yep. Yeah. What about you, B? What do you think? Oh, sorry. Were you not done? If you're not done,
I was just going to say, I'm seeing that they did a 6-button layout, and I think it probably would have made more sense to do an 8-button layout if it's for the Switch, but that's just my thoughts on that.
Yeah, it is made for the Switch, and so obviously pinball being the main thing you could play, and it's not just Zen pinball, but they also have a couple of different pinball things. So for a very, very quick medium mod, I would say, because this is full PC, it's a good option, but you lose a couple of different things. So one, just know that the DMD support doesn't actually work, right? It's just there's a hack that he did to just mirror the screen, but it's not actually doing DMD on that. So you can navigate the menu using that instead of turning your head sideways.
Well,
So
it wasn't. It's not actually a hack. All they did was do an HDMI splitter.
Splitter. Yeah.
So he doesn't really show it here. Let's go full screen for folks. He doesn't really show it here, but because you'll notice, here's what's interesting is he's got it horizontal here, but here you'll notice. Look right here where the controller is.
Right.
It's been flipped here, which actually might work because it's supposed to be flipped because it's pinball. But either way, all he's doing is an HDMI splitter, and all you're doing is mirroring the screen, right? And, but you're not getting DMD support as well as you're not getting solenoid support. Is that correct, B?
Not full solenoid support, but I did hear that the board does work with flippers only. So there is a connection in the board where when you hit the flippers, it'll work for that portion of it. So that's nice. So you can reuse 2 of the solenoids, not 4 of them. But you can see here, you can play other Switch games here if you want to set that up. So it is a nice option. But for me, if you're going to go this route, it's almost worth doing a PC mod, in my opinion, because this is like halfway between. It's like a lazy mod to, if you're going to do this much effort to like get rid of the stock PCB, might as well just go full PC at that point. But that's just my
100%.
opinion.
I have an even better suggestion. Why wouldn't you just have an AtGames Legends pinball, which you can plug your PC into very easily without having to do like an evasive mod?
Or you can just plug your Switch right into it as well without doing anything other than the...
We have a super chat that I wanted to respond to because I actually have the answer.
Go ahead, Mike. Read it off.
Any idea if the recent Golden Tee re-release in the US and Canada from a few months ago was found old stock or newly produced cabs? A little bit of both from what I understand. It was newly produced cabs from old parts. And once those cabs were sold out, they weren't going to be doing any more of that line of Golden Tee, is what I was told. So old stock parts, so no more Golden Tee coming out until they decide to release a new unit in the future, and they'll have to buy new parts to put the cabinets together.
Yeah. And I just want to add a comment on that control panel. I wish the buttons were black. I like the way AtGames does it because it sort of just disappears when you don't need it, right? So that's a pretty easy thing for them to do. If that's possible, it will look much better than those white buttons. They just stand out too much.
Akuma Rev, $2. Kong, check in, bro. Don't miss 3 weeks in a row. What's going on?
I signed up for the tournament, which starts in 13 minutes. So I might have to duck out just to make sure I can participate, because I signed up for the last 2 tournaments and I dropped out last minute. But the good thing is he's had people in demand ready to take those spots. So he's 8 spots. Sign up, can win.
So what's check-ins? Is that like weigh-ins? Do you have to get in your drawers and go up against somebody else?
I have to sit in my pillow and look staringly into he's using a website called Challenge to coordinate these tournaments. And so once you register, it's really easy to keep registering. And then there's a check-in process so that you can reseed everybody accordingly. Our good friend Mike of All Trades and new sensation Rev's amazing wife matched up in the pre-match setup, and John D's been promoting the hell out of these two talking smack with each other. So there's fun, playful hype that's happening. So I really like it. It's going to be a good tournament. So I will be there, Rev. I will leave in 12 minutes and make sure I check in for the Puzzle Fighter tournament.
All right, good. Yeah, and guys, huge shout out and thanks to B Kong from Kongs R Us on YouTube. If you're not subscribed to him now, head over there, subscribe, click that button, give him a thumbs up. B was kind enough last week to give us some exclusive footage from his visit testing these Arcade1Up machines, if you caught last week's episode. So we definitely wanted to have him on again tonight. Obviously, A, to promote B, because B's a good dude. B's a good dude, and also to get more information, more reactions from it. And it sounds like you're happy with Killer Instinct so far.
It wasn't on my radar to order, honestly. It was one of those I was on the fence, and I was like, I'm happy with the SNES version, and the experiential of actually playing it for 40 straight minutes while John and my wife were eating lumpia next door. I was like, you guys can keep eating. I'm gonna keep playing the cab. Sorry. And thank you to John D. Go ahead.
The other thing too is where it's a hard game to emulate for the people that have multi-cades that's one of the hooks with Arcade1Up. When they can do something like that, a game that's not easily emulated or brought to another cabinet, that's the one you're like, I'll jump on that. One other thing I wanted to say before you go, B, everybody in the chat, if you do want to see a new show from Kongs R Us called Pillow Talk with B, put a 1 in the chat now. I'm telling you, this should happen. Restalgia, you weren't here earlier, but you got to admit that was the cutest moment in the world. B talking to us from his pillow, all sleepy-eyed.
I don't know how to explain it. It was an experience.
Yeah,
it was something I never thought I would experience from B. Like, honestly, I'm so thankful that I was there.
You felt like you just wanted to get in the bed and cuddle with him and be like, "What do you want to talk about?"
Yeah, it was nice. He looked so like innocent and sensitive.
Oh, but the DuckTales pajamas though. Woo!
As long as I'm Big Spoon, we're okay.
It's all ones. No, you totally got to be Little Spoon.
What if I did my Sunday morning show with Mrs. Kongs R Us from bed? There you go. We'll make it happen.
Breakfast in bed with the Kongs.
She would have a shit show if we actually ever, because she's really particular. She does rules like no food in the bedroom, and if we were in bed and we were not in our pajamas, she would have a cow. So
you do no food in the bedroom. Didn't you watch that Seinfeld episode where George was eating the pastrami sandwich? It's the most sensual of the delied meats.
So sensual.
The cured meats.
I'm on board with the no food in the bedroom thing too.
You guys,
I think that's a good rule.
I agree.
All right, B. Well, if you have to take off, you can take off. We got to pivot over. We got to cover some iArcade stuff, and then we're going to head over. We're going to talk about these new products from Unico and this new board that they're releasing. Good thing Restalgia's here. I'm sure he knows all about it. Ain't that right?
About it. All right. Thanks for having me on. Have a great rest of your show. Talk to you guys soon.
So much.
Take care.
See you later, buddy.
Later, B. All right, guys. Let's find out what's going on with the 1.21 gigawatts of pure power, excitement, and adrenaline that is the iArcade. All right, my dudes. So check it out. Check it out. Again, another new skin of the same cabinet coming from iArcade. And ToeJam and Earl What do you think about this? Too bad Shotgun Sean's not here. Him and I were actually talking on Facebook Messenger. If you guys have been following us for a while, you guys know Shotgun Sean, one of our most awesome viewers of this of all of our YouTube channels. I think a lot of people in the community know who he is. Huge ToeJam and Earl fan. I'm a huge ToeJam and Earl fan. Him and I were so excited when Back in the Groove came out on the iArcade. And then turn around, and what do you know? Here comes the skin. Let's take a look at ToeJam and Earl. Restalgia, what are you thinking, man? Come on, man. This looks kind of cool. Look at that.
Yeah,
I think kids would love it. I think they would.
Yeah, I'm a big ToeJam and Earl fan. I think that this artwork is like, I would say it's arguably the loudest artwork that they've done. And if you're into it, then I think it's a good option. For me, I actually think I prefer like the stock artwork the best. I mean, I liked. No, that's a lie. Hold on. I really did like the Mutant Football League artwork. That one was just like stunning. But I think I still like the original.
Really?
Plain Jane. Yeah, I don't know. I think it looks good. It's just I don't know if this is my jam.
I don't know, man.
Your ToeJam?
I don't think this is my ToeJam.
Look, I've had the stock one. You know, the orange one that Mike's got behind him, the orange and blue one. And I've had the Retromania. I have Retromania and I have Dragon's Lair. And I got to tell you, Retromania and Dragon's Lair, both of those put the stock one to shame because it's a pretty standard, like, hey, this is like some kind of interconnected, you know, futuristic design that they went with some Tron theme elements to it, right? The stock artwork. But I'm seriously, you put that thing next to Retromania, which cabinet do you think people will walk up and play? They're going to walk up and play the Retromania cabinet, you know what I mean? Or Dragon's Lair.
Yeah, sure. That's assuming they like wrestling or they're familiar with Dragon's Lair. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying it looks bad. I think it looks wonderful. It's just, I don't know. It's not for me.
I'm not a fan of the stock one. I got the Double Dragon, which I think is hot. This one's a little too bright for me. I'm not a fan of ToeJam. I've played that. I have on my thing. It's not something I played on the console growing up, and so I don't relate to it. It looked like SpongeBob threw up in there to me, but it obviously it's going to appeal to the people who are a fan of that. You know,
Nikki Z. I saw she posted some pics on her Twitter of her Retromania cabinet, and it looks great in her arcade room. Congrats, Nikki, on your recent purchase. I think I like that it's more options right now. Obviously, it's the same cabinet, same features as every one of their cabinets. It's, you know, but different artwork. So you just choose the artwork's best for you. iArcade obviously still having their mega sale going on right now. And, you know, all their cabinets are a couple $100 off. Some of them are limited edition, like they're only making 100 of Beach Buggy 2, 500 of Space Ace, etc. I think Sydney Hunter and ToeJam and Earl, if you're interested in those, I think those are those limited too, but they didn't tell us how many, did they?
Sydney Hunter is 100 cabinets. I don't know about ToeJam.
So Sydney Hunter is going to be 100. We don't know about ToeJam. We can assume probably around 100, right? Like the others.
36, I think it is exactly.
36?
Yeah, 36.
You're kidding. Why is it 36?
Is that a real number, Mike?
Yeah, 36.
You're pulling that out. Where's that coming from?
Why would I pull that out? It's such a specific number. That's a weird thing for me to make up.
He's right. That is a weird thing for him to make up.
Right?
Yeah, Mike, I'm with you. It's got to be 36.
And another weird thing is why did he call the Double Dragon one the Black Edition? I don't get that. I've never get that.
Because it originally was just black, and then you would apply your own vinyl to it.
Oh, so the other ones all come affixed. So the Double Dragon.
Yeah, that's the cabinet my daughter wants. She's also got some Hello Kitty stickers she's going to put on it too. So it's a project.
And also, starting today and every week, it's going to rotate. So for the next week, out of the nearly 300 games they have in their online store, they did have 40 games have gone on sale. 40 games at 40% off. Now, obviously, we're not going to be able to go through all of these one by one for you. That would just take up way too much time. But it is good to see that a lot of these games are coming down in pricing, that if you're interested in them, now's the time to get them. So, for instance, I would recommend probably, like, I haven't bought Time Killers or Bloodstorm yet. Like, to me, those Mortal Kombat ripoff games weren't worth $13 a piece. But at $7 a piece, I might grab that. And of course, if you haven't picked up Oddmar, Oddmar's on sale.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Oddmar. I didn't realize Oddmar was on sale.
So much fun.
I will say Bloodstorm RGT85 came on me pretty strong about that. He loves that game, so I'm going to pick that up too. And I'm also thinking about getting Double Dragon 2 and 3 that I missed out on. I was also hoping that Ease Book 2 was going to go on sale because I missed that one. So hopefully that shows up on sale eventually.
Dead Effect 2 is on sale right now too.
Yeah, love that game. That's
a great
fun.
game.
Now, for those of you who own an iArcade in the live chat, let me know how many games did you purchase today? Did you get 1, 2, 3, 5, 10? How many did you buy? 40 games are on sale, and it's pretty cool. This is something that you have an online store, run a sale. We've been waiting for this. You know what I mean? Because some of these prices, we've been honest, some of these prices on some of these games are a bit too high. Some of the prices are actually, people complain about the prices, but the prices are the same on other platforms on some of these games, right? Sometimes you'll see a difference, right? Like maybe it's on Switch or Steam cheaper than on iArcade. Sometimes it's the exact same price. You know what I mean? Like it depends on the game, right?
It does.
But
it does make a difference.
Nice.
But here's the thing: if you have, say, Arcade1Up with 4 games, 6 games, 8 games, whatever. What's $12 if you can add a game that you really love onto the cabinet? I mean, you don't really have that option on some of the other cabinets. So, obviously everyone's not going to buy every game that comes out, but if you can buy the game that you like for $12 or $13, even $30, hell, it's better than buying a whole new cabinet to get the game that you like.
Look at Darren. Darren picked up 15. Shout out to Darren. Way to go, buddy. All right, go ahead, Mike.
So one cool option with Steam, like I get a lot of friends that send me games they want to play with me. And I know there's only one online game on iArcade, so it's not really the same, but it would be cool to see a feature, and maybe there is a feature where you could gift somebody a game. That would be another cool feature they could add in, like you do on Steam. Like if I knew your Steam passcode, I would send you some weird anime sex game, Patrick. I would send that to you because I'm your friend.
Yeah.
But like if there was an option with iArcade, you could do that as well.
Right.
No, he doesn't listen at all.
He's gone. He's gone.
Right.
Yeah.
He's like, I am definitely getting eggs right after this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah.
did we miss a super chat?
Yeah, Zohar put a super chat up there. He said he wanted to talk about the games and not the art on the cabinet.
Okay. Sorry.
But he
console
did it.
fanboy. Zohar, I love you, brother, but when you're running a show, there's a lot going on. My apologies if I missed it.
PDubs, you just got to get good.
Yeah,
but in all honesty, when he put it up there, you were focusing on the games, so he can't be mad.
Well,
we were still in there at work when he put it up there. I do want to say Zohar does make some good points, and he feels the same way a lot of people feel. We want to see some more advanced, different games on there. Zohar's been very animated about Run and Gun 2 possibly going out there because it can't be run on other emulation software. So, yeah, there's complete validity to your point, Zohar. I would love to see them get some better games. But keep in mind, there's also people that are very happy with the games that are on there. So, there we go.
Yeah, sorry. When you're managing a show, guys, I'm doing 4 things at once. I'm trying to make sure everyone's involved, managing the chat, managing the assets for the show, reading the chat, responding to the chat, as well as try not to ignore my co-hosts in the discussion. So if I miss your super chat,
that's
and
not true.
like if your super chat has only been posted for like a minute or so, don't panic. We'll get to it. Andrew's Clay Creations and more, $4.99. I ordered a City Hunter cab, so obviously I don't have it yet. Can I pre-purchase the games or need to have my cab to create an account? I think he can.
You can order them.
Yeah, you can create an account on the iArcade store website. Go ahead and buy the games. And then obviously when you get your iArcade, you'll log into that same account on the machine and it'll start downloading. Yeah, it'll push the games right over. All right, guys, let's keep going here. So pretty cool that they're doing a sale. They got another skin available. So hats off to iArcade. Hopefully things will keep on moving. Keep
an eye out for Riptide to go on sale because I'm still waiting for that to go on sale.
Yeah, I would love to see Soul Calibur on the iArcade or any other Dreamcast game. So that would be really cool as well.
Super chat from Rainwater Games.
Yep, we'll get there. Keep in mind, everyone has a different opinion on what games they want. You can't please everyone. That couldn't be more truer words had never been more spoken. Rainwater Games, $2. New art doesn't mean much if you already have one.
I've said that a couple times on this. I don't understand. I've got a friend, Mike Dalton, here in Newfoundland. He has 9 iArcades. He just likes the art. It's to me, it's bonkers because all the cabs do the same thing, but
Yeah. All right, guys, let's continue on. So I think minus that's what iArcade has. I think the sale goes all week, and then after, then it'll be a whole new batch of games the following week as well. So we'll have to see what kind of deals they have the following week. Now, what's interesting here is, are we? Oh, sorry, what were we going to say, Mike? I thought you were going to say.
No, Zohar made a comment, and I'm gonna respond to it because I'm that guy. There are a lot of responsibilities, like avoiding honest iArcade feedback. God forbid it's negative. When in God's name did any of us ever avoid negative feedback? I'd like to think that we're pretty honest, talking about
Not me. I lie all the
and don't
time.
like. Yeah, but I mean, well, I can't say it anymore. I promised you I wouldn't. But anyways, yeah, he is a liar. That's all I'll say. But
Yeah, I have no idea what he's talking about there. I mean,
Zohar does not like the iArcade. He has some negative opinions about it, and that's fine. That's cool. No one's saying that you're wrong. They're your opinions. Everybody has opinions, and you're free to share them. And anybody who feels the same way, they can agree with you. It's
Right.
cool. No one here works for iArcade. We're not trying to sell it. Let's be cool.
right.
Speak for yourself.
And like I said,
forgot.
I had people over the last weekend. We playing karaoke and playing arcades, and most people aren't familiar with the iArcade cabinet. So I had it kicking as the DJ. You know, had the jukebox running. Sounds incredible. So it definitely has a place.
Okay, guys, let's all play nice in the chat. We're just here to have fun and talk about games. Everyone, calm down. It's video games. We're having fun.
Oh no,
talking about
exactly. We're video games. Zohar's my buddy. At least I think we are. We might not be now. I don't know. But anyways, I'm just responding to him that we aren't trying to shield anybody from negative.
Let's talk about this. All right. Obviously, when these companies have a fan page, predominantly the people who are in that group predominantly are either people who love the product, like the product, are super interested in learning more about the product. And then, of course, there's people that join groups just because they want to crap on a product and just follow it just to shit on it, right? But for the most part, though, when you go walking into someone's house, when you go walking into someone's backyard, you know what I mean? Like if you go into, let's just say an Arcade1Up group and you're like, Arcade1Up sucks. Well, you're probably going to get a couple hundred people that tell you Arcade1Up is the greatest thing that was ever built, right? And then you might have a few people who jump on your bandwagon and agree. So if you go into an iArcade group or an AtGames group or pretty much any group, if you like Pepsi, and go into the Coke Facebook page because they have one and say Coke sucks, Pepsi rules. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna get the same shit. You know what I mean? So you gotta know where you're picking you gotta know what hill you're gonna die on. You know what I mean?
It's so funny that you say that because I'm a part of a few different like Xbox Series X groups and then a few different PS5 groups. And when you're in the Xbox Series X groups, there are these people that come in and they're like, Xbox sucks, PS5 is the best console ever, or PS5 has sold 2 times as many consoles as Xbox Series X. And then the only responses they get are people telling them to like get out of the group. You're in the wrong. Of course, you join a fan group, you're going to see people excited about that product. Like,
and this is no different in the real world. If you walk into Kmart's or Walmart's and saying Walmart sucks, you know you're going to get a response from people at Walmart. If you go to a party at somebody's house and say parties suck, you know you're gonna get some reactions from people at the party.
You come to watch Super Game Room Dudes and you say everybody sucks but Restalgia. You're right, but like it happens.
Right.
So it's funny. You say you walk into Walmart and you're like, Walmart sucks. The employees aren't going to disagree with you. The employees are going to be like, goddamn right. Hate it here.
Yeah, I worked at Walmart for 5 years. 100%. If you walked into Walmart and said Walmart sucks, there's not a single employee there that's going to be like, no, it doesn't.
Zohar, for God's sakes, no, it's not a pro iArcade stream unless you mean the chat. I don't know what to say here.
All right,
moving on.
We cover every company. We tell you what's going on, the latest news, news information updates, and our reactions to it. And if we like it, we'll say it. If we don't, we don't. You know what I mean?
Guys, you realize Sohar's 100% trolling us, right?
Oh, probably.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, all right. Well,
As long as you guys are aware, he's trolling us. That's
all right.
fine.
Well, enough
And
fun
if
and games.
if we stay on that conversation, we're never going to get the well played. Come on.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's get the well played. Come on. There's big updates.
Yeah, we do got to talk about well played. Have you heard about the new product?
No.
Have you heard about it?
The only new product is they're currently moving your funds from the arcades you bought into their other Cayman Island accounts, so you can never get them back.
But have you actually heard about the new product they're releasing?
Is there really one?
No. That's why you haven't heard about it.
And
All
so
right,
that was a
guys.
quick segment. On to the next.
Yeah, guys, let's kick over here, and we want to talk about Unico and all this stuff before we run out of time here tonight. So, the SNK MVSX Home Arcade, Michael B put out a video on this channel. So they're like, hey, we know you've been waiting for more news and announcements. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna release the Unico Arcade Retro Gaming PCB made with a JAMA harness interface to plug directly into your arcade bar top. And it gives us all the specs right here, which we'll pull these specs back up and we'll grab Restalgia's thoughts on these specs. But take a look right here. They give you some photos. And this is like their new thing that's coming out for $150. Restalgia, have you had a chance to do any deep dive research on this? Because I know this is your bag, baby.
Can you zoom in on that? It's a MediaTek chip?
That's as close as I can get on it. Well, I might be able to open it a little bit further. Yeah, MediaTek right here.
I can't read what it is.
Yeah,
I'll try to find a high-res image of it. I didn't really do a ton of research on it, but my assumption is that this product is for a niche of a niche market.
Mhm.
It's for the person who wants to buy an original arcade machine and then convert it into like an emulation device.
Mhm.
Does that sound right?
Yeah,
I mean,
that sounds right.
that sounds right. Yeah.
However, they advertise it that it's for 3/4 scale units too. If you go back and read the post, this is 100% something for a JAMA board to move into original arcades, which creates some concerns in the first place. I have personal concerns because all the arcades that on our island, one guy who calls himself the Newfoundland arcade guy bought like every classic arcade and destroyed them by putting Pandora boxes and LCD monitors in every single one. So it also will probably create a culture where other people are going to try to do this too.
All right. So we got a $2 super chat. Console fanboy. He doesn't like Unico either. Is that okay to say? Absolutely. That's
No,
okay
it's
to
not.
Say.
No, console fanboy.
Yeah.
You have to love everything we talk about. Otherwise, you can't be a fan of the show.
No, of course that's okay to talk about right here. We got Rexer shows here. Just hung out with Rexer. Doesn't work with CRTs. So how can it go into an original arcade?
I think it's so that because they want you to buy this and then their new monitors that go into the arcades.
Yeah, this and their monitors. The Unico Phoenix Monitor Series, 17-inch. And look, they got a boardroom. I don't know why take this photo. Like, what is the purpose of this? Like, hey, we got 20 monitors that we built. I don't understand what's happening here with this photo.
It's a 19-inch or 17-inch?
Well, that one says 17, but they're supposed to be selling a 17, a 19. Like, here's what I think. All right, let's get this off full screen here. Let's get us on the screen here. I think the monitors are a good idea. Like, I think like if they could sell 19-inch monitors that we could hot swap into some of our home arcade devices, I think that would be pretty cool, right? But when it comes to this this board, this $150 board, I don't know if I would want to fiddle with that when I could just do a Raspberry Pi 4 with USB controllers. You know what I'm saying? USB encoder boards. Like it's just an overall easier modding experience than messing around with this. Like,
you
what
have
do you
a
guys
lot more
think?
control.
Yeah.
Like what engine are they running on there? I'm assuming they're using like a RetroArch type of engine. And then that pulls into question, what cores are they preloading onto it? Do they have the commercial rights to those cores? Because a bunch of cores are non-commercial. So I don't know. There's a lot of questions with that board.
All right. So we got real quick Detroit love. I'll get to you. Andrew's
Hold
Clay
on, I'm
Creation.
just going to read it.
Yeah, go ahead, read it. Go ahead, read it.
Andrew Clay's Creation and More, $4.99. Thank you, brother. It says, I like Console Fanboy and Rainwater Games. Is that okay to say?
No,
Hey, I agree. I like them both as well. So
Yeah,
Sure.
we love both of them as well. By the way, your average gamer here put a funny comment in. Is that the whole stock? Like, why show this picture? Like, I don't understand. like guys, we got 20 monitors available.
get your
and
order
that's
in
it.
now.
And that's
now.
it. Like, I think the monitors are a good move. Like, I really do. I think the monitors are cool. This other thing, I'll be honest, guys, I have zero interest in it at this point, because if I'm going to mod an Arcade1Up like that, I'm probably going to put in a Raspberry Pi. Yeah, that's probably what I would do. Put in a Raspberry Pi or do a PC mod. Like, I'm not going to fiddle with that. Yeah, so that seems kind of weird. Papa Brad's here, guys. Don't forget, Papa Brad is legit. He said they robbed a Goodwill. Oh, that's pretty funny.
We have another super chat.
Rex.
Hobby Hands.
Hobby Hands, $5. I would really be on board with the monitors if they made them curved like CRT. That's interesting. That's interesting.
You can get that effect digitally, though. I don't know if that. I think that's you're talking about like an OLED curved screen. Is that what you mean?
I think
Mike,
so.
why
yeah.
are you so mad?
This cat just dropped a bomb.
Oh,
Did the cat crap in the office?
No, let's finish this up, guys. Come on.
All right. So,
Restalgia.
Restalgia, let's go here. What do you think about the specs on this thing? And I'll go full screen and I'll zoom in a bit here. So this is what this 2 gigabyte board is going to be running. Can you read this right here? We're going to have
yeah. I see the ARM A53 quad core 2 gig, the Mali G52.
Yeah.
I don't think that this is even as powerful as a Raspberry Pi 4.
Okay.
Based on what I'm seeing, yeah, I really don't understand the board from the little that I've read about it, because, like I said, this appears to be something that is for like a niche of a very niche market. And the problem with that niche market is that the people who are buying arcade machines, like original arcade machines, typically are not wanting to gut them and then just throw, a single board computer in there. They want to restore them and get them to an original state, get a working board from an actual arcade and transplant it if the one they have isn't fixable. It's very interesting, to say the least. I'm actually willing to bet you, based on these specs, that like my handheld RG351V is more powerful than this. It's it's not going to be an overly powerful device. It'll be okay, but don't expect amazing performance out of this thing.
And then real quick, they give the aspect ratios of the monitors and as well as the pricing. 17, 19, 26, $250 for a 19-inch monitor.
And what they say the pricing on the board is? $100?
$150 for the board.
$150 for that board? $200 for a 4 gig board?
Yep.
Yeah, that's insane. That's complete insanity. Insanity.
You know what's interesting is this board kind of reminds me of the Legends Connect, right? Now, the Legends Connect, one nice thing about it when it comes to if you wanted to put that into an arcade machine is you can get an actual real simple to use wiring harness from DIY Retro Arcade, right?
Mute Michael.
You should mute Mike.
Poor Mike. He's got something going on back there. But then again, let's be honest. How many people do you see making posts on social media and stuff saying, hey, I got the Legends Connect. I did these mods. Like, we've had a pretty, we've done the Build Your Own Legends contest and all that stuff. But I don't think a lot of people wanted to use those kind of boards. Like, I don't see that as a super, super popular product. Like Restalgia said, it's a niche thing. And it's going to be, I think this board's going to be the same thing. Am I going to see hundreds upon hundreds of people buying this thing and modding with it? I don't think so. I really don't. Because let's be honest, the Legends Connect, how often do you see people posting about their Legends Connect? Very rarely. Very rarely.
And it's 33% cheaper. And even the Connect board is way high priced. I don't want to say it's way high. It's pretty expensive for what you're doing with it. So, like, you're kind of pushing that threshold, and now you're talking about $150 or $200 for just the board. It seems really excessive, like way excessive.
What's up, Michael B?
So, elephant in the room on this thing. They're also selling it with nothing on it. It comes naked, so you can bring your own ROMs. So after what happened with the high-low hack and Unico saying they were going to go in a different direction, I think they're left right now, unfortunately, scrambling for a direction and a future. And they're moving back into a territory where they're also promoting the exact same thing the high-low hack did in the first place. So it's a weird turn of events for Unico to do a 180 and do that.
That's an excellent point, Mike. That is an excellent point. It's like, what are they trying to do? They're trying to figure out what their future is, and they don't even know. It sounds.
I don't know. It's strange to me. I mean, there's the argument that, like, sure, if you have old Nintendo cartridges around, you can dump the ROMs. Like, it's not, you can buy a ROM dumper for $50. It's not that expensive. And when you're talking about arcade games, it's a little bit of a different story.
And let's not forget too, like, if you're going to budget money for a board like this, the Legends Connect 2 board is eventually going to be released. And if you guys remember when they made the specs announcement on that, that's going to have multi-screen support. You know what I mean? So you could get a little bit more funky with that than with this, in my opinion, especially if you wanted to do, DIY pinball machine or something of that nature. So it's interesting. It's interesting. I don't know where they're going with this, but I like the monitors. I think monitors are a great idea, but this board, I'm not too keen on myself. So I would rather just put a Pi 4 in my cabinet. Go ahead,
Mike. You said you wanted to buy this board, right? You said you were going to buy 10 of them.
I wasn't going to buy any of these.
I thought you said you were going to buy one for every single one of your Arcade1Ups.
No, in my video, I talked about, I tried to be more like Cool Toy without passing too much of an opinion on it. I threw it out there that this is the direction they're going. I asked people to talk about it, but I did want to emphasize the fact that I thought it was very weird. I think everybody expected another home arcade, like replication home arcade release, much like what the Neo Geo MVSX was in the first place. And this was a direction I don't think people saw Unico going in, and I'm questioning where it fits. I talked to some other people in the comments, and they mentioned some other concerns, not so much about the board, but about the screens, the Phoenix monitor series, that what's going to happen is CRTs are hard to find right now. So yes, they're an excellent option, and some people are doing it that run barricades and stuff like that for lower tiered games. But you're also going to run into a situation where people are going to just start turfing CRTs because CRTs are hard to work with, and they can get one of these screens. So again, destroying the history of arcade cabinets. So it's going to be interesting what they're doing. I don't know what market it fits into. Does it fit into us, the replication home arcade market? Does it fit into the real arcade collector? Or is it just going to allow people to bastardize this history and hobby that is real arcade collecting?
Yeah, I don't know. I think the monitors have their place. There's going to be a point in time where you're not going to be able to find, CRT monitors.
I know.
So there's going to need to be a solution for those.
Does
people.
it rush that though? Possibly.
Even if it does, I mean, if it's an inevitable, what difference does it make, right? If it's going to happen, then why not get ahead of the curve and be the first to market and make your money on it? Like that's the whole point. They want to make money off this. So I don't think that Unico will single-handedly destroy.
I don't think.
I don't think that's going to happen, Mike. But
yeah,
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I just don't think it's. I don't think they'll have as much of an impact on this industry as people expect.
I'll ask another question. Why are they going with a 5/4 screen, 5/4 screen? Why is there fixation on the 5/4 screen? Is that what's available to them?
I have no idea. I don't know what's going on. I would imagine that I get the impression that these monitors are not custom built for them. So maybe it's based off of availability. I mean, LCD screens are ridiculously overpriced right now, and the fact that that's the game that they want to play and that's the product that they're putting out, maybe it's, that's what's available. They got a good deal and they're working within those means. I mean, I have no idea.
So, and they only have 20 right now on the table. So after that, they may have 4 or 3.
Minus that, are we expecting them to announce anything else before Black Friday, or do you think that was it? We're going to get this board and the monitors. That might be it for them. So
maybe there's something else. Maybe there's something else.
Zero here. Looks like they're having a garage sale.
I heard Unico was partnering with Sony, and they're coming out with the PlayStation 6.
Where you can add your own ROMs.
You can add your own ROMs, yeah. And Sony's licensed them, so it's not illegal.
All right, my dudes. Well, that's about it for this week's gaming news. Look forward to coming back next week. Actually, you know what? I'm sorry. Next week, there probably won't be a show because next week is Thanksgiving weekend. So we'll all be spending time with our families. We hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving weekend. We'll probably be back the weekend after that. So don't forget to come back and check us out at that time.
And until next time, we'll see you on the web.
I wasn't ready for you, Carl.
Nope,
You
that's
jumped
it,
in.
baby. Bye.
All right, all right, try it one more time. One more time. And this time really put that Detroit love emphasis on it.
Mike's ready to go, so he's gonna do it. Otherwise, we'll
so here's Carol with our outro.
All right, guys, we appreciate you. We love you. Stop the fighting. Play some games. And until next time, we'll see you on the web.
By the merch.